All right, here we go, Erica. Hey guys, welcome back to Black, White, and the Grays. Today, I am at my best friend's house. Hi, this is Erica. Erica was my sister's best friend in high school in West Virginia. Erica is a West Virginian.
Born and raised West Virginian.
And Erica needed to finish up college, and I was a freshman in college, and my parents offered her a deal she couldn't refuse, to be my roommate. And through that year, we became super close. My family moved out back to Oregon because we're originally from here.
And I followed.
And Erica came. She met her husband, and now they live about an hour-ish away from us, and in another little small town in Central Oregon. We're both in Central Oregon, but it's a broad area.
Yes.
And we're about 1,000 feet down in elevation from where I live, but it's very similar in growing zones. You still get frost in summer.
Yes.
And it's still a bit difficult.
I think our frost-free range is 3 days. So that's what it says on the farmers.
Ours is NA. Not
nice.
applicable.
Okay, we're a little better.
This doesn't apply to me. Yes. So we're both living in extreme climates, even being 1,000 feet down. They are pretty close to the Sisters Mountain Range here. And yeah, but we get more snow. A little bit more snow.
Yeah, I'd say that's true.
Yeah. But I do feel like your things grow better and faster here than mine.
Really?
Don't you think? Like your greenhouse, well, I guess you're heating it, right?
I was until like a week ago. I had a little heater in our greenhouse for a while.
So this is, you said, less than 1/10 of an acre?
Yeah, our whole property is about 1/10 of an acre, and we've got like a 2-story house on it. Got a smaller footprint. So we have 2 side yards and a little backyard.
And this is taking up now officially one whole of your side yard.
Yes.
They also have 3 children, and so right behind the camera is a tree house. They have a little hot tub. They have a trampoline. They've really utilized the space that they have.
Every square inch.
And they are about to move on to a bit bigger of a property. What are you going to do with 6 acres?
I know. I don't even know. We planned out our long-term goals, and we're still only using like half of what's available. So we don't know what we'll do with all that
and it's
space.
like 15 minutes closer to me.
Yes. 10.
Okay, I'll take. Hey, instead of taking 1 hour and 15, it'll take 1 hour to get there.
Yes.
But Erica is like our adopted sister. We toured my biological sister's garden last year. We'll do it again this year. But Erica is like our 3rd adopted sister.
Brought into the fam.
And we've come here often, and she comes to visit us often, and I've conned her into gardening.
Yes, she started this whole...
This happens. I swear, like, people, I remember the little family garden, my mom was like, we'll start gardening if all of this doesn't die for you. That's what she said. And now look, every single person I think I am close with has a garden now.
Yes, and she is my like garden mentor, so I can like learn what works and what doesn't. So
I've failed a lot.
Yes. And I still have, I guess. But
yeah, you do.
mainly because deer. We've had deer. We leave even right in town. We get
like I could
deer,
see like
raccoon.
20 houses from right here.
I think you counted 10.
No, look at that.
Okay,
I
if you go
stopped
further.
counting way down there.
Yes, we're right in town. Right in town.
Like this house these 5 houses I'm staring at are way closer than, they're closer than my barn is to my house.
Probably all of them.
Yeah, they are. Except, yeah. So this I think is really cool to show, because I show a lot of my gardening content on what I can do on 5 acres, and this is bringing it way down. Way down. And she even has chickens. So, and it's all in this little area while still having room for her family to enjoy their backyard.
Yes.
So let's go into this garden. You got a lot of stuff coming up, right?
Yeah, it's all starting to come.
So we don't have to pan too far. All right, go ahead and we'll follow you. Open the garden.
I'll open the door for you.
Oh, thank you. switch tripods up. So this section, right, is brand new?
Yeah. We ended at the chicken coop up until this year, and then we just put in these other ones.
Okay. Wait, but wasn't the chicken coop smaller?
Oh, yeah. We added this one.
This hole is new,
on, yeah.
and then this. Okay, so it looks like you got peas.
Peas and mustards and greens in there. We've got carrots in here.
Yep.
More peas.
You got radishes or something back there?
Yeah, radishes and some herbs in that back one. Hollyhocks along the fence. I don't remember.
Now this is what I'm super excited
This
to
is
see.
my pride and joy. We just made it this year right before we decided to sell and move. So we built this little lean-to greenhouse. for
It's
our-
connected to their house. So like, yeah.
This is our tomato house, basically. Got some peppers in there, some
Okay.
herbs.
We're going in. This is adorable. Oh, it's nice and toasted. Are those onions
Yeah,
in the greenhouse?
just threw some in there.
They're
High yield.
high yield, high yield. All right, look at, she's already got blossoms on
our
her
tomato.
tomatoes.
They're very happy.
And coming down here, peppers. When you had your gardens over the last year, you didn't have like a permanent greenhouse, but you had those.
They're like the PVC, with the plastic
Yes,
covering. I don't
that you
know
can
what
just
they're
get
called.
off Amazon
Yeah.
or the local store. Now, was this food on such a small plot? It's not enough to like. What does it do? Does it cut on grocery bill, or is it just learning how to grow
Yeah,
while
well,
you're in
learning
your
how
space?
to grow, having something to do that was fun with the kids, and then we actually get a lot of greens. You can put a ton of greens in a little bit of space, and we ate that all summer long, so that was enough. We didn't buy any from the store. Last year we had some deer come in and ruin all of our tomato plants, so we actually only got a handful of tomatoes. But the year before that, we had tons of cherry tomatoes all year.
And you had tons of basil that year too, or cilantro. Or
Cilantro, yeah.
You were giving me bags full. It blows my mind that the deer are still
They're very
gutsy
brazen.
enough to jump this fence.
Well, I left the gate
Oh,
open.
that gate.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you were just asking for
Yeah,
it.
that was my fault. Maybe it was the
So it mainly is good for the family. Also teaches you how to do stuff in a small space.
Yeah. And I think even with these extra beds, this year I think we would have enough to, especially with the herbs, we could dry a lot of it, because you really can
Well, I'm
grow a
still
lot in a tiny
drinking on
space.
my own herbs that I grew, or what Bethany grew last year, because you could fill this up. And carrots too, you could probably get a couple successions out of carrots.
I tried it this year. I haven't had good luck with carrots yet. I usually get them from Kylie, so.
This is true. Well, they grow very well in my soil.
Yeah, I don't know why. They just don't really like it here.
Also, your beds aren't as established, and they don't like compact. I don't know, but there are trees, so I have no idea, Erica. Who knows?
Our neighbor cut tons of limbs off this year, so we're gonna get a lot more sun. I think that'll be helpful.
So if you were here this winter, which you won't be, but if you were, I bet don't you think you could grow all year in this?
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
green,
I
especially
think we could put greens. That was my plan in the fall after we move all these dead tomato plants. We were gonna reseed like greens. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is setting it up for the next person to just be able to have it's like a mini homestead. You got your coop here. You're limited though with the chickens you can have, and you don't want a rooster because you're so close to your neighbors.
Yeah. And our neighbors actually, it was fortunate for us. All of our neighbors love hearing them when we check in with them every so often.
Just to make sure they're not a nuisance.
Yeah. And we give them eggs.
You've rehomed a couple noisy hens that were. And then this flock you started over with. And that's the thing, when you have we can have our older chickens they can have a different job. I know some people will process their older chickens, but here you really can't keep older chickens or chickens that are eating their eggs because
they have to earn their keep.
Right. They have to earn it. So.
Did you show them my gutter flowers?
I panned it. This is a gutter. Super cute. These are going to reseed all over.
Yeah.
So is there anything here?
No, well, that's what I was going to do in a few weeks. I was going to plant some more greens, but I probably won't since we're leaving.
And then you got cukes. So a lot of this garden, Erica, you're not even gonna get to.
I know. The person, we sold our house pretty quickly, so the person is really excited about reaping all the benefits of
Yeah,
what
they
we
literally
planted.
gonna get to move in and enjoy all of this. Look at how cute this is. Isn't this just adorable? Like, it's the cutest little greenhouse. You had.
Last
Where
year,
did you have more beds?
okay, we had that one last year,
Yeah.
and then we had like 3
Oh,
beds
that's okay.
this
So because
way.
the greenhouse took up that space. So how much actual additional bed space did you get? This basically, in those.
No, I wouldn't say this at all because we had
Oh.
lots of beds in this area.
Okay.
But those 3, all that in the back is new.
Well, it didn't take long to make a garden tour.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. Growing in a hardy or crazy climate, making it work in a tiny backyard. It can be done. I don't know. Like this is. I feel like a lot of people are like, well, I can't do it. I live in a tiny spot.
Yes.
But-
If a 1/10 of an acre is enough space.
I mean,
Even like container gardening, we lived in Arizona in an apartment, and I had maybe 4 containers that I grew lettuce in. So
it can be done.
I can. That's right.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for following along. I hope you enjoyed this garden tour of what you can do in the suburbs. This is a small town, but it still feels like the suburbs right here.
Yeah, it's a tourist town.
It is a little tiny tourist town. It's one of the cutest towns, I think, in Oregon. But
I would say that's true. It is very cute.
we lived here for I don't know a couple years, and worked in here, so we have a lot of good memories here. And now Erica lives here, so it's fun to come back and visit. But yeah, there you go. And we'll see you guys on my next video. Bye, guys.